Hey guys, welcome back to this weekend recap and looking at price action and seeing what opportunities we can look at and where we're currently at for the week and where the levels are at. So let's just make it simple. We'll jump into the weekly real quick, kind of look at some of that in the candles and look at that structure real fast. And then from there, we can kind of just analyze what we saw in the last day or two over the week. So let's jump on into the charts here. We're here on the weekly chart currently. And we just got the candle closed. We're sitting here in obviously it's about seven days left, so very fresh. It closed about 8 minutes ago. So what I did is I put the fixed range volume profile tool here on the charts. Very simple. You just put that. You just pick the bottom of the chart, or the candle, I mean, in the top of the candle. That's it. So that's where it's selected. Now it's picking the currently, if I'm not sure what your settings are, but you want to make sure it says extend right, because you want those lines to go across all the price action the next 7 days. And it is telling us right now the volume area high is up here around 92,700. This is based on this current candle that just closed. The point of control right now is sitting at the down around that 90,600, and then we have the low here, the volume area low right now at 89,700. That's based on this last candle. Now we do have this other kind of candles back here. You notice that's kind of about the halfway point is the low, so this could trade on down and kind of fight with these last candles. Could also come all the way back down in here into that 87,000 range. We'll have to kind of see. I'm not calling one way or the other. It does show a little bit of rotation here on the weekly. RSI is still kind of just coming down. It may not rotate. You can see that it kind of floats along. It takes a while for it to move. That's just price action. So we'll have to kind of watch how price wants to go. Now, it's been in a neutral state all weekend, to be honest. And that's kind of where we've been sitting. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit and let's take a look at some of this price action as well. The last low was all the way down here on the weekly. It was all the way up here. I'm going to run a Fibonacci level on here from this bottom to this top. And you can see it wants to pull back right where it did, actually. It's just sitting very strong for a pullback. This is perfect on this last run up, this kind of a micro, if you will, run. So we had that run out. Obviously, further back is where the true bottom was on this macro bullish move that we've been on the last couple of years. But this is the little micro bull run up, and then we had a pull back. So this has been the bearish, little micro bearish pullback. Now we're talking about the weekly charts for sure here, just as a reminder. And we had this pull back, and now we're looking at it like where we're going to get the rotation, just like you had it here. You know, came down, has a rotation, and then it runs up again. Pulled back, now you're sitting in pretty much that rotation state, and we're kind of looking at it, hey, when are we going to leave this area? So it could come back down into this area again and test this. I would start thinking like, though, this is starting to show some strength down here. And the reason why I'm going to jump into the daily, and the one thing is it's pretty simple. When the 21 crosses over, the simple moving average crosses over the 200 simple moving average. When these cross over, you kind of confirm like, hey, this was the last run up high. And this was now we're in a true pullback, which typically doesn't stay there very long if you're in a macro bull movement. And now when you say, hey, well, are we out of the woods yet? Well, when we get the cross back above the 200 and the 21 crosses through, this is usually when you see the push back up. As of right now, there is a very big span right there. You are sitting at the 21 at 89,700-ish. And the 200 is sitting at 106,200. So my guess is they're probably not going to just move up very quickly. Now, if we do, we may go back up around that 94, 95 range. This is probably going to bleed down and start to find the price. And somewhere that price is going to be sitting, I would not surprise me kind of where it's at, right? So that 90,000 to 95,000, kind of where we've already been in. If you were going to just draw lines quickly on the chart. This is my guess is probably pretty close to somewhere right in here, and then you got some of this high area right up in here. is kind of this pocket that this could kind of play around in for a little bit while we wait for this kind of rotation. We'll have to see. But, you know, there's always opportunity in that. I'm just talking about the longer time frames for you right now and kind of just setting up some structure so you can kind of see ahead of time what's coming up. I know there's a lot of information out there and a lot of news, but, you know, learn how to TA yourself and find these levels. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now on the little bit higher time frame and what's kind of going to come up this beginning of this coming week. Well, we'll just have to watch. But let's go ahead and flip on some key levels here for us, some key information. So these are the levels from today. Let's jump on into the 15-minute and make things easy for us. So these are the levels, which it's like, whoa, what's going on? Looks pretty crazy. We've got a lot of lines going on right here, all in one little spot. And yeah, that I don't blame you. We got a lot of energy going on. What's really crazy though is our red line and this blue line. This is normally your daily support and resistance, and we have them sandwiched between the triggers. And the triggers are our breakdown triggers, this purple line. The green lines are breakout triggers, so that kind of tells us the continuation typically when you're looking at doing a trade. Which is crazy though, they actually expanded each other out. So it kind of told you like, hey, price is in this like rotation right now. It's very complacent where it's at. It doesn't really want to pick a direction, and you kind of want to sit on your hands, the Kuroda style. It's kind of frustrating to hear that, but this is a good time to be like, hey, there's something weird in the dark, and we don't really know where it is, but we want to stay by the light so we can see it coming at us. Meaning, don't just go crazy running out there in the dark and throwing trades on when we don't really know what's happening yet. We need to have the market tell us what it's really going to be doing. And a lot of stuff we just talked about is going to help us with that mindset. But let's look at price action as we ended up the Friday through here, and then we got the Saturday open right through here. And you can see we kind of just rotated along this level right here and didn't really get much movement. For me, that I was waiting for is for this to either break out up here and show strength, which that's what the bulls are asking for. But we do have a lot of energy that's sitting right here on supply and demand areas, and then we have supply and demand areas right down below this breakdown trigger. We did kind of come down and want to play with those this Sunday afternoon, but we didn't quite get it. Price action through Thursday into Friday, we did get a lot of weird movement, but it was trying to push down as well. So we'll have to see how things start to play out through the night here and into Monday. Is it going to come down here and start to take these areas and at least drift down into there? It could. It could, and again, it could break out for the triggers. But that's what's nice about trading with the levels on your chart. Typically, what we'll want to see is normally your daily support and resistance on the top and the bottom, and then your trigger is kind of stuck in the middle, and then your 30-minute candle in there that you have set up from the beginning of the day, and we're looking for it to take out one of those areas and get us into a trade. And it's pretty simple. We're just waiting for 2 candle closes, like I show many times for reading price action. Now, looking at this right here for the Sunday, we did run down. We tried to actually break out twice up here. Then we ran down and tried to break out here. We did get 1 candle, but the second candle that we would normally count closed back into there, and then we were waiting. And then it kind of played around with it a little bit, and then it started to get near the end of the week. It started to run up. So that is telling us not a whole lot. We can't really trade. The weekend was very quiet. This is a typical weekend. A lot of times you can't really get the energy that you're looking for in the charts for us as well. So I'm going to be watching this on Monday morning, and when this opens up, I'll be watching for these triggers. I'll set my levels for the day. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of the market's getting a little restless, and it wants to actually do some energy breaks. We'll have to kind of watch it and see, and we'll go from there. But yeah, being patient is probably one of the hardest things to learn as a trader. But learning that patience is really what helps you build a structure and then find solid, profitable trades compared to being impatient and you're jumping in trades and then you're frustrated that it's not breaking out or moving. So that is about it, guys. It'll be check out this week as we go into it. You kind of have the levels. You kind of know how to track it. There is one little more tidbit I will give you actually before I leave. And this is kind of the bigger time frames for a quick snapshot for you. It's the simple moving averages. And I already pointed them out a little bit here, but you have the 200 simple moving average and the 21, something that's very quick and simple, that if you're kind of like, hey, what's more going on in the market and I want to trade today, what should I be watching, is using these lines. So if you're below both of these lines, this price action is below the 200 and the 21, then that would be a bearish chart. So this would be considered a bearish chart if that was the case. But since we're between the two, we're in a neutral chart. And if you're above them, it would be a bullish chart. So, let's go look at the daily real quick. Oh, the daily's neutral. It's in between them. So, okay, we're in a neutral chart. Let's go down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour right now is above the 21 and above the 200. So the 4 hour is in a bullish chart. It's bullish actually. So you have the neutral on the daily, kind of that bullish mindset on the 4 hour. The 1 hour right now is currently neutral. It's been playing around in a kind of that bearish neutral state, but as of right now, it is sitting bearish or neutral right now. So you have the neutral on the daily, the neutral on the 1 hour, and the 4 hours bullish. It doesn't actually going to tell you what's like, hey, the market's leaning to go that way, but it does help us find out where that, what I was talking about earlier, where the price is kind of stuck in the middle right now and it's kind of happy to be here. Well, that's what we just found out by looking at the daily and the 4 hour and the 1 hour, is that it's kind of telling us that same thing, right? So you could look at the weekly. The hard part about the weekly, it's a lot bigger. It's a little more direct, but right now you're neutral on the weekly because you're underneath the 21, but the 200 is way down here. So it's going to be pretty much neutral on the weekly right now. It hasn't really confirmed anything, which obviously when we know it confirms the bullish mindset, there we go at that point. That's a lot stronger. And same with the daily. Once that daily gets going, we start getting the crosses and the patterns that we're looking for, and then what I've been talking about is when it really is going to run. So right now the 4 hour is pushing up. But there is liquidity, like I said, that's also playing in this structure where we may not see the movement. It may still break back down here because the 4 hour right now, with that quick analysis of saying, hey, you're above the 21, you're above the 200, hey, we're bullish. Yeah, the lean right now is bullish, but when you start looking at your indicators, they are topped out, they're kind of getting burned. You're getting a little bit of push here on the MACD, but it's not the greatest. And then you have your 1 hour, which is showing a little bit of push right now, but there has that 200 there. We want to get above that. If we start getting above that, then we can start thinking a little more like, all right, now we're starting to move into leaning where you have two charts that are showing this. You have the 1 hour and the 4 hour that are more bullish because they're above those simple moving averages, and then you can go out to that daily's neutral. Well, then your lean is going to be more of that bullish lean. So then when you're down here trying to take trades, so like right now these are old levels now because they happened on Sunday morning. So really you're at the end, the session's already ended. So really need to be reevaluating the next session or wait to the following day to start taking advantage of trading. But this is what you're looking for, this breakout right now. And then you want to see the next candle break out, and then you can get some little bit of energy in this. But may not happen. So that kind of helps you get a lean and a settlement for the day very quickly. Those are looking through charts. Those are some strategies that you can use if you're in your trading and what you're doing, and be able to find direction and kind of what's going on, get this lean one way or the other, and help you kind of make some stronger decisions and decide what you want to do. But that is about it, guys. I will leave you to it. Let's go ahead and kind of see how this week goes and be pretty energized because there is a lot of opportunity that's coming in the space here pretty soon, and I can't wait to get in the roller coaster car and let's get going. But we'll go ahead and leave it alone, and we'll see you guys in the next recap. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.